All right, been a while since I uploaded a video. Well, I'll start there. I've taken a lot of pictures and I've done a lot of videoing. I haven't uploaded them all. I'm going to try and edit. I don't have any particular software. It looks like YouTube does. I'm going to try and edit some of these. At one point, I'm going to go back and do sort of 1 mega video, I think, sort of detailing the whole process of building this thing to give everybody a better understanding of just how stupid I really am. All the starting and stopping and going down the various rabbit holes that I have. Also with cost, I'm going to try and add up everything that I've spent on it, but more importantly, because that's not really an accurate picture of what it would cost to build this thing. Again, the reason being is that I would try something, wouldn't work, go out to buy new materials, that sort of thing. But if I were, I can tell you definitively, pretty much, I think, once I add it up, what it would cost to build it this way, right, with everything done. Anyway, here's where we are. It is August the 6th, I believe. Got the strakes put on the underside of the pontoons, got those fiberglass unglued on, and then some additional fiberglass. I'm letting that cure. Unfortunately, yesterday I was supposed to get my last final shipment of epoxy resin and 15 more yards of glass, but only the resin came. The UPS guy only had one box, and so the other stuff's not coming till Monday, which kind of stinks because I was hoping to really get a lot of the glass work done this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Today's Sunday. So it kind of really set me back. I got a busy work week coming up, so I'm not going to be able to do much work during the week. So anyway, I had some leftover. I had some other glass, so I was able to do some glass work today nonetheless. So having the resin at least helped. Got my ship's wheels all completed. The directions for the stain / urethane, it's all in one from Minwax. Says to do 2 coats. I don't know. I think it looks good, and quite frankly, I'm not feeling like doing another layer. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But all the ship's wheels are done. They're going to go in here, in the inside of these, which are the railing systems that fold down onto the decking. And then I was going to paint the deck white, but I think I'm actually going to use the stain, and I think I'm going to stain the deck and keep it wood. The reason I wasn't going to do that is because, well, there's a lot. Well, let me see if I can't move this without spilling it. There's a lot of problems. The wood isn't, the plywood isn't nearly as pretty as it once was. I'm hoping to clean it up with some sanding. Yay! I hate freaking sanding. It's the worst thing ever. But I think I'll get it pretty enough, and I do think it'll be good enough. And I do think I'm probably going to use that, what was it, honey? I forget the color, some sort of honey color. So my plan today, because I can't do any more glassing, is I need to clean these up. You can see all the dust, all the sawdust that's on these, and actually really resin dust. And then start put the spar urethane. I'm gonna do 3 or 4 layers on it, I guess. I'll try and get at least 2 done today. Gotta let it dry for a couple hours. But I'm getting closer now that I'm starting to actually make the final parts color, pretty, whatever you want to call it. That's exciting. So yeah. Anyway, that's where I am. I'm close. I really am. I'm close to getting the thing completed, getting it up to the watercraft office, having it inspected, quote unquote. From what I've read and been told, they don't actually inspect it for like safety or seaworthiness or anything like that. They just inspect it, I think, for measurements and, just to make sure that whatever I have to do, but yeah, I mean, if it's 16 foot long, so I know I have to get a title for it. I have to be issued a whole identification number and all that jazz before I can get it registered. That's all the inspection entails. They don't put it in the water. They don't look at it and say, hey, this isn't safe. I hope they don't say, hey, you need all these running lights and this and that, and so I can't give it to you, because I'm not going to have all that. I'll probably call and double check before I go up there. If I have to, I don't know, figure out some sort of LED system with batteries, something to have running lights that come off. I don't know. I'm not planning on running this thing at night, at least not initially, so I don't really need, the all-around light. Some of the other stuff, though, the red and green light, maybe an all-around, I think I can just hook that up to a battery. So I don't think it'll be too costly, and I don't think it'll be too difficult. To disassemble that when I disassemble the boat, when I'm done using it, that sort of thing. We'll see. The problem is it's raining. It's rainy today. That's another thing that pissed me off. Yesterday it was beautiful, sunny, not too hot, so I had plenty of working pot light for the resin before it kick off. It was perfect. But I didn't get my glass. So I did do the glass work that I could do. Anyway, that's where I am, and just want to, let everybody know. Again, my intention is to finally sit down one of these days, take all the videos that I haven't posted, try and edit them together in some semblance that makes some sense to show the various sort of iterations and stages and what I've done over the last couple years. A couple years, I mean, it's ridiculous, but it is what it is. And try and come up with a figure. Well, I mean, I can tell you, what it cost to buy the 2x3s and the 1932 deck, and what it cost me to build these. The 1-in-1, they're basically 1.33 inches. And even the ship's wheels, and then the stain and everything like that. So yeah, I do think, and even the rope that's going to go on the boat, I've got a bunch of rope over there. Some of it's an inch, some of it's, a half inch, and some of it's even smaller. I figure the thing's going to look like a shanty boat anyway, but I think having rope places will kind of make it look cooler. I don't know. Maybe the whole thing will just look ridiculous anyway, but whatever. It'll be my ridiculous boat. These had my daughter paint. I, like an idiot, left them out in the grass. The dew, I have no idea why it's getting down in the 50s in August. Normally, at night we'd be lucky to get into the high 70s and take that and run. But I don't know if that portends a brutal winter coming up. But, maybe. But yeah, it's a very mild summer. We've had very few days where it's been in the high 90s. Where it's just kind of unbearable to be outside for any appreciable amount of time. So I guess that's good, except for the fact that, like I said, I think it means a brutal winter, because we've had some very mild winters recently. Very little snow, very little days where it's near freezing. When I was younger, I didn't care so much about, in fact, I welcomed the snow. Not anymore. I can see why people move to Florida when they get older. I much prefer summer now, much more than I used to. Anyway, just a quick update. I'm going to try and upload this. And, anyway, so yeah, the strakes are on. At least that's what I'm calling them. Once these cure up, I'll flip the boat back over, reattach it with my running boards. These are the boards that are used to attach the two, the fore and aft, whatever, front and back pontoons together using my all thread. I'm going to get specialty bolts made. There's actually, luckily enough, there's a local, it's called Dayton Nut and Bolt, and it's, not even a mile from here, and I think they can make me special bolts. They're 21 inches long, half inch in diameter, but with enough threading that I need. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what they can do. So yeah, once these cure up, I'll flip the boat back over, and put the decking back on it to figure out, well, yeah, hopefully the rails will be done by then. Then I can put the hinges on the rails and then on the deck. And yeah, I'm making progress. Sometimes it feels like it's never going to end. But I can honestly say I'm really close to splashing this thing. I'm still months behind where I wanted to be. I wanted this thing done in June, but I will get it out once or twice this year. I believe so. I really do. Painted. It's really excited to be done fiberglassing the pontoons and have them painted and see what they look like. Really, really exciting about that. That's probably going to be the greatest moment in a long time for me, is the moment that I realize I don't have to touch fiberglass or resin again on these, and I'm painting them. So, yep, gonna get those, figure out a way to hang those up so I can do both. I can urethane the whole thing at once. Once those are done, I can go ahead and assemble or put the ship's wheels in the middle. What I'm planning on doing is putting, I don't know, what are they called? Screw eyes, I think, in the ends. Where are they? Yeah. Basically, in here, tie rope, and then, put screw eyes in there and tie it so they'll sort of hang in the middle. They're not really meant to, like be on the ocean, if you fall into the deck. It's not really meant to be strong. It's just meant to be structured and sort of, discourage, little kids from trying to get through and off the boat, and just, give it a railing system. But because the whole boat is supposed to be modular and come apart, I need them to fold down on each respective piece of decking. That's the plan. So anyway, that's where I am, August 6th. I'm hoping to have this thing out either later this month or no later than September. And, given the way, September's still good weather, so I can hopefully get it out a couple times, and maybe even once into October. Last Thanksgiving, it was like 75 and sunny, so that was in November, so I think I can certainly make it into October. Certainly through September. It's still nice and warm. So anyway, that's all that's fit to print for the moment. I am making progress, and like I said, I'm going to try and I might do that later today when I get done urethaning the railings. Try and sit down and add up what I've spent, but more importantly, sort of add, because that's not reflective at all of what it would cost to build this boat. I've spent at least $2,000 or $3,000 more dollars in wood that scraped. Look at all that's like extra wood that's no longer used, and So anyway, I will try and get that done relatively soon as well. So anyway, I'll see you guys later.